Here we go. A little late to take off, but we're here. Don't worry about it. I see you guys already up in arms in the comment section. It's kind of exciting. Not going to lie. I'm glad that everybody's already tuning in. Shout out to all 56 people watching already. If you don't know, you're watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Got producer Seatman with me today. We're going to have a fun show today. No doubt about it. And we have a little prop today for producer Seeps. It's a lion. We're playing the Lions. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. We're going to go to some injury news. We got some on Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeaux, Dane Belton. We'll also go through a game preview, Giants versus Lions. Then we're going to do 2 mailbags today. But first, let's get the comment section going. If you're a real one, go ahead and drop a real one down in the comment section. I see a lot of people already in the chat, a lot of real ones. I always recognize the names. I know who the real ones are, like Nick's Galaxy. And Cha, you had me dying in the comments earlier. I love that. Andrew's a real one. Marty, Matthew, Brody, Melinda, Broken Chip, NLB, Dr. Schneider, King, Brody, Corinne, William, Johnny, Big Ron, Charlie C is in the build. I know Charlie C and Seeps have a little bit of beef going on. Then Donovan, Pierre, Connor, Cal, T-Money, Matt. I'm right there with you, Matt. I'm a little nervous about the game, but I do feel good about it. Big Yum Yum says fake one. Well, that's weird. Don't be a fake one. Be a real one. Don't be a faker. Don't be a faker. Shout out to Zombie, Alberto, Osmosis, Cal, Eli, and everybody tuned in. I do want to tell you guys about today's Giants Now live sponsor, and that is Established Titles. Take advantage of the awesome deal they have going on right now. You can do so by going to establishedtitles.com/chat. Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. It is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land with a unique plot number on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with a crest. We plant a tree with every order and work with global charities, One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future, to support global reforestation efforts. You can officially include the title Lord or Lady on your credit card, plane ticket, dating profile. Make some great last-minute gift, and the first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes of walking distance. Depending on how many of you want to become a lord or a lady, we can build our own little Giants Now Real One Kingdom. Makes an amazing last-minute gift. And Established Titles is actually running a massive early Black Friday sale right now with discounts up to 80% off. Plus, if you use the code CHAT, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/chat to get your gifts now and help support the channel. Be a real one. Get hooked up with establishedtitles.com/chat. That's where you go. Established Titles, they're hooking you guys up all holiday season long. If you're kind of late on your shopping, take advantage of the deal. 90% off. You're not going to find that anywhere better. That link is in the comments, description, and the live chat of the show right now. Let's do this. Who do you got? Who do you got this Sunday? Who do you got? Type NYG for the Giants, DET for the Detroit Lions. I want to hear from you guys. Who do y'all got winning the game this week? I don't know why, but I thought the game this week was in Detroit. Back in New York. I'm an idiot. I don't think that matters with the show, though, at all. Let's go. Who you got? Let me know who you freaking got. Who do you got? Let me know. Seeps, if you want to give some shout-outs real quick, because I got to edit a thumbnail.
I got you. Here we go. Donovan in there. Patrick Groves typing his NYG. William saying Giants 35, Lions 24. Melinda, shout out Melinda, saying NYG. Mark saying, when do we get prime time? That's a good question. Giants haven't.
I don't want to be on prime time.
You don't want to be on prime time?
No, I don't like prime time football games.
Come on.
I don't want everyone watching. I don't. Giants don't play good on prime time.
This is our first super chat coming in from my man, Charlie C. Hold on, Charlie. Throw you on screen right now. He says, I love you and Seep. I love you and Seeps too. Coconut Red Bull yet? What is that referring to, Marsh?
He wants me to try the coconut Red Bull. Very badly.
I think I do remember that.
What color can is that one? Is that the white one? Is that the white can? I've tried the watermelon. I've tried the yellow one. T-Money Game says Micro Mike is an op. This week he is.
This week
Micro Mike is an op. Charlie C., appreciate the super chat, my guy. You guys know how we do. First super chat of the day. We always do a shot. So here we are.
Make sure you use hashtag Giants, Charlie, this week.
Yeah, Charlie, hashtag Giants.
Hashtag Giants.
No spaces.
No yelling at me. Unless you use hashtag Giants.
No weird stuff this week, Charlie C. No weird stuff.
No weird stuff.
I do want to present this. So you guys know that Patrick Seatman is a Vikings fan. His second team might as well be the Giants.
Yeah.
But he's a Vikings fan, which means he hates the Detroit Lions. So I want to do this. If we can get to $100 in super chats, Seeps has to wear this while he produces, and I'll put on the hard hat for the final mailbag. How about that? A little 2 for 1. We got all types of props, all types of tools. How cool is this, though? We're getting filled up.
It's looking
the
like
whole
Ohio State helmet.
side is filled up. I don't know if there's even another spot on this side. We may have to start going the other side. We get $100 in super chats by the end of the show. Seeps is going to put on the lion mask, and I'll put on the hard hat for the final mailbag. Lions Talk with Micro Mike.
Let's go.
Is in the chat. Micro, I love you, but this week, you're the ops.
Yeah, the ops.
I don't even want to say what I want to say, but Micro Mike, we're coming for you this week. We're freaking coming for you. Let's go. Let's freaking go. How about this? If you want to beat the Lions, hit that thumbs up icon. Because we got 120 people watching right now and 34 likes. Those are rookie numbers. Get those numbers up as the Cowboys report is in the chat as well, saying the Lions are about to smoke the Giants. Oh my God, you can like the video. And if you have liked the video already, type F Dallas in the chat. If you've already liked the video, type F Dallas in the chat and I'll give you a shout out. Can we get to 100 likes? How about this? If we get to 100 likes, I'll do 2 shots. We got 120 people watching, 48 likes. If we can get to 100 likes in the next minute, we'll do a shot. Lions Talk, a.k.a. Micro Mike, says that the Lions are going to win. I don't know about that. Micro, a little friendly wager? Maybe I have to start my show with cheeks, something like that. Hit that thumbs up icon. If you've already liked the video, go down in the comment section and type F Dallas, because the Cowboys report is in the chat being obnoxious as hell. I guess they're just being true to themselves, because Cowboys fans are the most obnoxious fans in all of sports.
Marsh, I don't know if you've already known this. The Giants are only favored by 3 points at home.
Giants only favored by 3. That kind of scares me. Vegas has been wrong about the Giants all year long. Giants are 7-2 against the spread this year. 7-2 against the spread this year. Make sure you hit that thumbs up icon and give me a follow over on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. I'm 9 followers away from 2,400 followers. I want to get there on today's video. So, if you give me a follow, send me a DM that says live, and I'll give you a follow back. I'll give you a follow back as well. Give me a follow on Twitter. I'll get that in the comments. Look at that. Someone's already doing it. Shout out to Rolly, doing a great job out there. Look at that, Rolly. Rolly was drinking beers out of a trash can for you guys last week. It was epic. Mark P, you said I never followed you back? Mark P, send me a DM right now. Send me a DM right now, Mark P, and I'll give you a follow back. How about that? Mark P, give me a follow or give me a DM so I know that I can give you a follow. I do want to give some credit to our Week 10 MVPs, and we do have a photo as well that we could pop up real quick of my guy James C. The Week 10 MVPs were Crim's dad and James C. This is James C. right here. My guy James C. rocking the OBJ jersey. You don't have to go to that second one. I just didn't know which one was going to look better. My guy James C. came through with a $200 super chat. And then Crim's dad came back with a $300 super chat. And Crim's dad said, make James C. the MVP. Just a lovable dude, Crim's dad. Shout out to you, Crim's dad. You're always watching. Shout out to you. Show James C. and Crim's dad some love in the chat. We can't do as like what we want to do here on the channel without people supporting like you guys. So shout out to James C., my guy. Who does the pose better, me or him? Shout out to James C., a legend. I do want to ask you guys this question because we're over halfway through the season at this point. We've seen 9 games so far this year. Who has been the most impressive player so far to you guys? I want to hear from you. In your opinion, who has been the most impressive player so far on the Giants this year? What up, Coop? Micro Mike was in the chat, and I think he still might be. He might be. T-Money says Dex. Ricky says Saquon. DJ Monkey says DJ. NLB says Barkley. Torian Moore says Dex. John Murdoch says DJ. Barkley for my main man Cha. Michael says Adoree Jackson. Mark P says Julian Love. DJ from Jaden. T-Money Game says Dexter. Osmosis says Barkley. Ricky says Saquon. Charlie C says Dex and Saquon. Jaden says DJ. Adoree from Sin. R. Dehan says DJ. Jackson is the man, surprisingly, from Bobby Good Times. A lot of DJs, a lot of Saquons. I think Dexter Lawrence has been the most impressive player.
Is there no love for Andrew Thomas, the man in the trenches? Come on.
Best offensive lineman in football. No one has said Andrew Thomas. Brian Miller did. Good for Brian Miller. You know, we don't give a lot of love to offensive linemen, but Andrew Thomas is the best offensive lineman in football. He is. He hasn't given up a sack this year. Not one sack. I say Dexter Lawrence, though, because Andrew Thomas started to play like this last year. So I guess the shock value isn't there. But Dexter Lawrence is on pace for 66 QB pressures this year as a 340-pound nose tackle. That is ridiculous. I think Andrew Thomas and Dexter Lawrence should both be all-pros this year. That's how good I think they've played. We are going to do a mailbag coming up. 2 of them.
Get those questions.
Just gave my guy Mark a follow back. Shout out to you. But just like Seep says, get those questions in. We got 2 mailbags. If you want to get featured on the show, you want your question on the show, you got a comment, you got a take, you want to ask me a question. It's going to be a lot of fun Sunday, Micro Mike. I would have liked to do a video together someday this week, but my schedule this week is just super busy, covering a lot of Knicks games as well. So kind of missed that opportunity. But hey, maybe an opportunity later, you know. Mike Kimber, no more Micro Mike? Okay, Mike Kimber. You'll always be micro to me, though. You'll always be micro. If you have a question, use hashtag Giants. As Charlie C says, hashtag Marsh. Y'all make with a space. Says y'all make my Wednesdays better. Charlie C. Seeps is so disappointed in you. Shout out to T-Money Games getting a question in. If you haven't yet, go ahead and ask your question. I want to answer your guys' questions. Look, if we don't get questions, we won't do the mailbag.
Charlie, I want Marsh to answer your question. No space.
No space.
Giants.
Just like that. Just like that on screen. It should look like that in your comment.
Come on,
Shout out
Charlie.
to Mark P. Shout out to NLB Gaming. Get those questions in. Get those questions in. Make this, make it a Goldie. Yeah. Shout to Timothy. Now you know, Charlie. Shout to Brody. Shout to JVB. Corinne says fill in the blank. Corinne, I want to answer a question from you, Corinne. Ask me anything, Corinne. Ask me anything. All right. Here we go. Donald Mills, make sure to use hashtag Giants in your comments or we won't be able to put it up on screen. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon because look, we only got 87 likes. Those are rookie numbers. We got 140 people watching. Why don't we have 140 likes? Sounds pretty unacceptable to me. Let's do it though. Shout out to DJ Monkey getting this question as well. Off-roader, you got to include hashtag Giants in your comment, my guy. You see how it says hashtag Giants right over there? That's how it should look in your comment. I didn't think it would ever be this hard, but I can only lead you to the water. I can't make you drink it. All righty. Corinne, if you ask a question today, I guarantee Seeps puts it on the mailbag. All right, let's do it. Let's get into the latest injury news and preview for this week's game. Game day is just around the corner, and this week the New York Football Giants are facing off against the Detroit Lions with a chance to get to 8-2. If you want the Giants to win this Sunday, you want to get to 8-2, go down right now, like this video. Don't be the girl or the guy that jinxes it. I'm super superstitious. Don't break the trend. You want the Giants to beat the Lions, go down right now and like this video. Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. As always, in today's show, we're going to go through the latest injury news surrounding the New York Football Giants. We have some updates on Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeaux, Dane Belton, some big-time players for Big Blue. And then we're going to go through my Giants versus Lions preview. I'm going to give you my keys to victory for the Giants to beat the Lions and get to 8-2 in the 2022 NFL season. The biggest news of the day, is surrounding Evan Neal. Evan Neal was starting to work. That was the term that was used by all of the beat reporters at Wednesday's practice. It was Evan Neal was starting to work at practice on Wednesday. Does that mean he's going to play this Sunday? Probably not. I think this week for Evan Neal seems like a little bit of a stretch. To have Evan Neal out there this week against the Detroit Lions, I think you're trying to move him along too quickly. But I do think Dallas is when he will be back. And I think that's when the Giants want him back, is when he can come back and play against the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Because look, if you play him this Sunday against the Detroit Lions, he's going to be on a quick turnaround. He'll have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off, and then he's back on Friday. Maybe you don't even play him against the Cowboys, and then he has 10 days to prepare for the game after the Cowboys. But if I had to predict it, I think Evan Neal will be back with Big Blue, against the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. And this offensive line has done a damn good job so far this season. And Evan Neal started to come around and turn into the player that we all thought he would be. I mean, Neal allowed 1 sack and just 6 pressures in the 3 games following the Dallas Cowboys game when he began to struggle. The snaps is wrong. I don't think that just can't be right. It's I don't even know what that is. We won't even go to that. But Andrew Thomas has been incredible. The guy hasn't allowed a single sack this year. He's graded as the highest offensive tackle on PFF. If you can get Andrew Thomas to continue to play like that, and you get Evan Neal back, and he continues to get better and grow into the type of player that we all know that he's going to be, and maybe you get a healthy Shane Lemieux back sooner than later, or a healthy Ben Bredesen back sooner than later. Nick Gates has started to play on these jumbo sets. I'm still upset at Jack Anderson for jumping off sides on that 4th down. But this offensive line, if they can get Evan Neal back, I don't think it's likely. I don't want to say possible. I don't think it's all that likely he plays versus the Lions, but I do think he has a good chance to play against the Dallas Cowboys. Let's show our guy Evan Neal some love, though, because the Giants, they miss him. No doubt about it. The offensive line has been good without him, but with him, they could be great. So let's show Evan Neal some love. Go down in the comments and type his jersey number, 73. Get well soon, Evan. We need you back out there. Wish him well. Wish him a speedy recovery. Type 73 to show our guy, Evan Neal, some love in the comment section. And this is why you subscribe to New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, youtube.com/NYGiantsTV. Because when we get news on injury news, we get rumors, we get injury updates, we get you guys a video as soon as possible. Hit that big red button and help us catch Lions Talk with my guy, Micro Mike. They have 5 more subscribers than we do this week. And to be honest with you, that's unacceptable. I don't only want to beat the hell out of the Lions on the football field this week. I want to beat them in the subs battle. Sub for dubs. If you want to beat the Lions this week, go down right now and subscribe to the channel. We'll quickly go through the Giants injury report from Wednesday's practice. Dane Belton was a limited participant dealing with that clavicle, and it's kind of concerning to me because he broke his collarbone earlier in the season, and now he's being a limited participant for that. That's kind of concerning for me. I hope this isn't a long-term thing for him. Kenny Golladay, welcome back to the injury report. I'm surprised both of his hands aren't broken the way that he can't catch the football. He is dealing with a hamstring injury. I do hope he gets healthy. Evan Neal dealing with that knee. We told you that he was a limited participant at practice today. Same with Wan'Dale Robinson, who's dealing with a little hamstring, and Jihad Ward dealing with a thumb injury. All these guys were limited. I would expect them all to play this week besides Evan Neal. That would be my guess. Players that did not participate at practice on Wednesday today. Daniel Bellinger still battling back from that eye injury. I think it's still going to be a couple weeks away. Said he's still having double vision. So, look, the guy has a steel plate in his face. I think he'll be back this year. I don't know exactly when, but the Giants, they could use him back. Cagers played okay, but he's not nearly the blocker that Bellinger is. Dexter Lawrence didn't practice today. I said it was somewhat because of a back, but it sounds like it was more of a rest type of thing. He's played a lot of snaps this year, giving Sexy Dexy some rest. And Kayvon Thibodeaux is dealing with an illness, and I think this is something that we need to talk about a little bit is if he's not able to go, you're going to have some other guys step up. I know he hasn't had a lot of sacks this year, just 1 sack on the season, but he puts pressure on the outside of those offensive lines, and it allows Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams to play really, really good. Didn't practice on Wednesday. Let's hope he doesn't spread this illness to other players. Let's hope Kayvon Thibodeaux gets better. Show him some love. Type 5 in the comment section right now. Today's Giants vs. Lions preview is sponsored by Established Titles. Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping with global reforestation efforts. Get hooked up with them today. Look, it is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land with unique plot number on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with a crest. We plant a tree with every order and work with global charities, 1 tree planted and trees for the future to support global reforestation efforts. You can officially include the title Lord or Lady on your credit card, plane tickets, dating profiles, etc. It makes a great last-minute gift. The first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes of walking distance. Depending on how many of you want to become a lord or a lady, we could build our own little Giants Now Real One Kingdom. It makes an amazing last-minute gift, and Established Titles is actually running a massive early Black Friday sale right now with discounts up to 80% off. Plus, if you use the code CHAT, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/chat to get your gifts now and help support the channel. Grab a plot of Scottish land next to me, Lord Marshy, and my guy, Lord Seeps, making the thing go behind the scenes. Shout out to him. Go to establishedtitles.com/chat. Take advantage of the deal. It's not going to last forever. That link's in the comments, description, and the live chat right now. Let's go through my keys to victory to beat the Detroit Lions. I only have 4 this week. I only got 4 keys to beat the Detroit Lions. And the first one is continue to feed Saquon Barkley. We'll show you some stats on this Lions defense in a second, but I think we need to ramp up our love for Saquon Barkley. The dude is having one of the best seasons in the NFL, number 1 in rushing yards, and he's really the heartbeat of this team. The guy's got 200 carries, 931 yards. He's almost already at 1,000 yards, and we're halfway through the season. Could this guy go for 2,000? I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. He's averaging almost 5 yards per pop, and the guy has 6 TDs, and he's been a factor in the receiving game. The Lions' rush defense is the 2nd worst in the National Football League, only behind the Houston Texans, who the Giants just dominated on the ground this past Sunday. I do want to say this, though. I don't want to see another game of 35 carries for Saquon Barkley. I know the fantasy owners out there are probably a little bit upset with that, but I just think 35 is a little bit much. And you have two quality backups in Breida and Brightwell. I think they should get some carries as well, and they're different runners than Saquon. Breida is a speed surf. He gets that hole and there's a crease, he's going to go. Gary Brightwell can be a short yardage back. We've seen him have some tough runs in the season and especially in the preseason. I'd like to see Saquon stay around 25 carries per game. If you want to run the ball 35 times, give 6 to Breida, give 4 to Brightwell. I know I always have been a guy that says give the ball to your best player the most, but you got a long season to go. You don't want to run Saquon Barkley into the ground before the Giants even get to the playoffs, because that's where we're headed. Breida and Brightwell should get some carries this week, but you should definitely dominate the ground game early and often. One of the worst, the second worst, actually, rush defense in the NFL. So I want to ask you guys this question. 150 rushing yards for Saquon Barkley this week versus the Detroit Lions. What do you think? Type O for over, type U for under. 150, $150 for Barkley this week on the ground. Sound off, O for over, U for under. This week, your offense has to score points. I don't know if this is going to be a game that the Giants can win if they don't score more than 20 points. And we'll show the offensive stats for the Lions in a second because I think this ties in. But you need to take advantage of arguably the worst defense in the National Football League this year. Look at this, guys. Their points per game, they allow the most. Their yards per game, they allow the most. Their passing yards per game, they allow a lot. And their rushing game, we told you, they give up the second most rushing yards in the NFL, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. They give up the sixth most passing yards in the NFL. They can't stop the run. They can't stop you from scoring in the red zone. And they can't stop the pass. I want to see Daniel Jones this week throw for multiple touchdowns. Is Daniel Jones this season going to be a guy that's just going to sit back and sling the rock 40 times? I don't know. I don't know if he's ever going to be that type of guy. But this week against the terrible, terrible Lions defense, I want to see Daniel Jones take advantage of that. And I think we might see that as we've seen somewhat of the play calling become more complex and them using the pass game in different ways. But it's going to rely on the wide receivers that he's throwing to. Darius Slayton has been great as of late. The last 3 games, the guy's averaging 70 yards per game, and he has 2 scores in the last 3 games. I expect Isaiah Hodgins to have a couple another catches. I want to see Wan'Dale Robinson be implemented into this offense more, get him more catches with the opportunity to create yards after the catch. I like the idea of Wan'Dale Robinson. I think he's a really good football player. I just wish we would utilize him a little bit more. I think those 3 guys on screen will be the top 3 receivers this week for Big Blue. When you're playing a team that you're 100% better than, we're better offensively, we're better defensively, we're better everywhere against the Lions, it comes down to the little things. Because go back last week against the Houston Texans. The Giants, they get a 3-and-out. Then they go down and score. Then they get another 3-and-out. And then they have the ball in Texans territory. They jump off sides on 4th down. They have to punt. It felt like the Giants did everything they could to beat themselves last week. They punted 2 times inside the Texans territory, and they were both horrible punts by Jamie Gillen. You were bad on special teams last week. Do the little things. Win the turnover battle. Win time of possession. Be better on 3rd and 4th down. Don't allow big plays on special teams. When you're playing a team you're better than, you just got to do the little things to beat them. The little things, they mount up to big things. Do those things, and the Giants are going to come out winners going into Week 12, 8-2. It's a legit possibility. Could you imagine the Giants being 8-2, going to Dallas, playing the Cowboys on Thanksgiving? Giants are 1 game out of not only the NFC East, but 1 game out of first place in the NFC. If those are things that you want this football team to do, you got to do the little things to take care of business this week against the Detroit Lions. I'll ask you this question. Predict the score. Predict the score in the comment section right now. I haven't thought about this yet. So if I had to give my score prediction, I'll go Giants 27, Lions 23. Giants 27, Lions 23. That's my score prediction. I want to hear from you. Predict the score down in the comments right now. I think another key to victory this week is getting pressure on Jared Goff. I feel like in his career, when you make this guy use his feet and try to make plays outside of scheduled dropbacks and scheduled bootlegs and scheduled rollouts. Shout out to Nick Roloff. I think Goff's the guy that will turn the football over. I mean, he's already thrown for 7 interceptions so far this year. He's having a solid season, 15 tutties, completing 64% of his passes, throwing for 2,000 yards already. But if you make this guy operate under pressure, where linemen are after him, where Kayvon Thibodeaux's after him, and Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams, if those guys are constantly coming after him, you got Jason Pinnock on blitzes, Jalen Smith, Tay Crowder, all the guy, Dane Belton, Julian Love, all these guys, Wink Martindale. It's going to be your job to slow down this offense because honestly, the Lions offense is not the reason that they're not a good football team. They have one of the best offenses in the NFL when you look at the stats. They're top 10 in points per game. They're top 10 in yards per game. They're top 10 in passing yards. And they're 11th in rushing yards. This is going to be a good offense that you're going to face. So you don't want to fall behind early. You want to make them have long, sustained drives on offense. Don't allow the big play. Make Jared Goff beat you with his arm time and time again. Make him march the field. No big plays. You do that. You get pressure on him, and you eliminate the big plays. The Giants are going to walk out of this game winners. But I want to know, who do you got? Who do you got winning the football game this Sunday? Giants, Lions. Who do you got? Sound off in the comment section right now. Type NYG for the Giants. Type DET for the Detroit Lions. Who you got? Who's winning? I'm rolling with the Giants. I'm typing my NYG. Before we get out of here, I do want to show some love to my guy, Crim's dad, and James C. for being the Super Chat MVPs of our Week 10 live stream. You guys show love to me. I want to show some love to you guys. We'll continue to do this. Week 10 MVP, my guy James C. and Crim's dad. Much love to you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for being real ones. And look, if you made it this far in the video, be a real one like James C. and Crim's dad. Be a real one. What's a real one? Someone that finishes videos. They finish till the end. They watch till the end. They never miss a video. They're always in the live streams. They like, they subscribe, they comment, and they share the stream. If that's what you are, go down right now and comment real one down below. Woo! Let's go. Have the Vikings played the Lions this year?
Yeah, so the Vikings-Lions game was actually electric.
Really?
Yeah, the Lions were up. So they got up by 10 twice during the game. Vikings came back both times. But
wow.
Their offense, when it's DeAndre Swift, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Lions are pretty legit offensively.
Yeah, I mean, we showed the stats, top 10 in every category.
Yeah. And Ben Johnson, their OC, will probably be up for head coaching jobs next year. Maybe. But
it's not going to be an easy win.
No.
You're going to have to play good football. They're a gritty team.
2 wins in a row.
They've won 2 in a row. They play hard. So this is just going to be a walk in the park. You got to, I hate saying this, just do the little things and you'll fucking win.
I know.
It's that season. It's sorry for cursing, but
that's why having a great coach like Brian Daboll, I mean, that's why I feel with the Vikings with Kevin O'Connell, similar situations. Like, you feel like they're going to be prepared.
Yeah, I agree. Alrighty, we're about to get into a mailbag here. But first, give me a follow on Twitter, @MarshallGreen_. I am 9 followers away. 9 followers away from 2,400 followers. I want to get there on today's video. If you give me a follow, I'll give you a shout out. Shout out to Main Man Dijon. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to King Brown. Shout out to you, my guy. If you haven't yet, give me a follow over on Twitter. That link is in the chat. And if you DM me live, I'll give you a follow back, just like I did to my guy, Main Man Dijon. Just followed my boy back. Appreciate the love, fam. Trying to get to 2,400 followers today. We also got a mailbag coming up. Go down, use hashtag Giants to get on the mailbag. Dax is in the chat. What up, Dax? Remember, guys, we got 2 mailbags. If we get to $100 in super chats as a squad, we're going to wear the hard hat for the second mailbag. And if we get to 100, Lions fan and producer Seeps, or Vikings fan, excuse me, Vikings fan and producer Seeps has to wear the lion mask. So, look, a little love for Seeps, a little hate for Seeps, and we get the hard hat on. Also, we'll do this. Every $5 super chat, we'll do a shot. Let's do this. Let's do a shot clock. Shot clock. Let's do that, Seeps. Every $5 that we get in the next 2 minutes, every $5 we get in the next 2 minutes, we'll do a shot. So if we get $20, that's 4 shots. $40, that's 8 shots. $80, how many is that? 80 divided by 5? That's 20 shots. No. 15. Let's see what happens. I want to get to drinking. I love doing it on the show with you guys. I love chopping it up, talking Giants football with all you guys. Let's see. Maybe no super chats come in. If not, that's okay. But I do want to see if we can get drinking so far today. Got some lion mane on me. Shout out to Cal Walker. Give me a follow on Twitter. Just gave you a follow back, my guy. Appreciate you, bro.
Okay, so it's 13 shots. Thanks to our guy, main event.
We're not very smart.
Ignore us.
We just talk football. We may not even be doing shots. I don't know if anyone's going to come in with a super chat. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. All I'm saying is, every time we've worn the hard hat for the mailbag, we've won. I don't even think it's 13. Because 10 times 5 is 50. No. It is 16. It's 16. Main event. Come on. Math is hard. Well, we did all the math. Cha says my super chats aren't working. Cha, you got Venmo? You can always Venmo. Venmo works. Brody with the $5 super chat. Cha, anyone else wants to send in a Venmo, it actually works better, to be honest with you, because YouTube does what they do. Shout out to Brody. Oh, Dex! That's 5 shots. Let's roll. Here's one for Brody. Woo! Crim's dad said Cha left the chat to hunt down those hot ladies. Cha was saying I was late. What up, Crim's dad? Appreciate you tuning in as always, my guy. Our Week 10 Super Chat MVP was my guy, Crim's dad. Shout out to Dax with a $20 Super Chat. Every $5 Super Chat. Every $5 Super Chat, we're going to take shots. So here's 4. I'll take 4 right now. I already took 1, and then we'll do the mailbags.
Yeah, Jeff, YouTube does be taxing. YouTube does be taxing.
Yeah, Jeff, they do. So, I mean, you can always Venmo at Marsh_G. It's in the chat. Venmo works better. I know some people don't have Venmo, so it's hard, but number 2 for Dax. Ugh. Number 3 for Dax. 4 for Dax. Cha says, I found them but forgot what to do with them. Old Giants fan. That's hilarious. Dax, always appreciate you, my guy. We're also $65 away from making the Lions. I keep on saying Lions fan. I'm an idiot. Seeps is our Vikings fan here. He hates the Lions. F the Lions. If we get to $100 in Super Chat, Seeps has to put on the Lions mask and produce the show.
It's going to go great.
So if your questions get missed, that might be why. We're $65 away from making the Vikings fan put on the Lion mask.
But if you Super Chat, automatically get on.
Super Chat, guaranteed to get your question on the show. Baldy Bulk with the $5 Super Chat. We'll actually put this one on the mailbag because it's somewhat of a question. Brody says, how much do I got a Super Chat to get on the show via Zoom? How much? Is it breaking news? What computer are you on? Is it why? Why is it taking so long? I think you should stop stream. That way it goes to stream to file. Yankees have reportedly been in touch with Xander Bogaerts. Woo! That's right. Brody, how about this, Brody? Xander Bogaerts would be huge, Crim's dad. How about this, Brody? If you send in $100 Super Chat today, the offer's only today, I'll FaceTime you on Instagram and we'll put you on the show. How about that? I'll have to show I don't know if I can actually do that. I don't know if I could actually do that. I'd have to hold up the phone. I don't know if I could get it on there. I don't know. I think Correa's better, but I'm cool with Bogaerts. It's almost done. Brody, I will figure out some way for us to do that because I think that'd be pretty cool. Shout out to Brian. Come hop up on here and say that. Our Cowboys fan is talking shit in the office. Our Cowboys fan is talking shit in the office.
Only 38 in soup? That's rookie shit for you guys. That's unacceptable.
Our Cowboys fan is saying that $38 in Super Chats is a joke. How about this? $50 Super Chat, and I get to slap our Cowboys fan. They said you won't do it. They said you're scared, and they said they're not big ballers like Cowboy fans.
You guys are a fraudulent franchise with only 38 in soup. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
We're getting mocked up here at Chat Sports Studios. If someone sends in a $50 Super Chat, I'm slapping the shit out of our Cowboys fan. If not, I'll just let them mock me. How about that? This one's for my guy Brian. Says, let's go Big Blue, drink up Marsh. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Let's ride. What's up with all the snow jokes? I just have a little cold. Trust me, I'm not a white guy. Oh, I am a white guy. What? What? Is that what he was saying? No way. $50 super chat, and I get to slap the Cowboy fan. I want to do it bad because he's kind of my boss as well, and he pisses me off, and I love to slap the shit out of my boss. $50 super chat will make it happen. We are going to get into a mailbag here in a little bit. If you haven't yet, get your questions in the system. Use hashtag Giants to get your questions up on the show. We're also $61 away from wearing the hard hat for the second mailbag. Guys, I want to slap the shit out of him. I'm not going to take it easy. I will slap him as hard as I can. So there's that. $50 super chat. We'll slap Tom. Yes, it's Tom Downey. We're going to slap Tom Downey for a $50 super chat. Someone's got to come through, though. Someone's got to come through. Who's going to be the MVP of today? You send in a 50-piece, you're the MVP of today. Use hashtag Giants to get on the show. I'm going to do a 1-minute shot clock, then we're going to get into the mailbags. I don't want it to happen mid-mailbag. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Is someone going to send in a 50-piece? We'll see. We'll see. Seeps, it'd be pretty legendary to slap him.
Hey, Vikings playing the Cowboys this week. I'm all in. I'm all in for somebody smacking
Let's
Tom.
slap the Cowboys fraud. He called us frauds. I'm not having it. 30 seconds. If not, we're going to move on, and then we'll do our mailbags. Mark, if someone sends it in, I will slap the piss out of him. I don't know if we'll get there, though. I don't know if we're going to get there. What up, Loso? All right. That's a minute. Guess it's not going to happen. I guess it's not going to happen. Get your questions in. Use hashtag Giants or Super Chat. All Super Chats are guaranteed to get on the show. Shout out to Timothy Penny showing love. The offer will remain on the table. $50 super chat, and we slapped the Cowboys fan as they just came in our stream and made fun of us. So we'll keep that on the table. But first, let's get into a mailbag where we answer your guys' questions right now. Do you want to beat the Lions? Do you want to beat the Lions? Do you want to get to 8-2? Then do your part. Sub for Giants dubs. If you want to beat the Lions, go down right now, hit that sub button, and help Giants now get to 20,000 subscribers. We're getting closer and closer. I want to get there by the end of the week. If you love the Giants, you want to beat the Lions, go down right now, subscribe to the channel. You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. In today's show, we're going to answer questions from subscribers. Turn your notifications on so you can be alerted anytime that we go live on the channel, and you can join us when we do these live mailbags. Do it right now. Go down right now. Turn on your notifications and select them to all. Shout out to Baldy Bulk, my guy with the $5 super chat, because I'll be drinking wine with you, brother. But if we get OBJ, we will take over. Thoughts? I think if the Giants get Odell Beckham Jr., they're no doubt about it going to be a better team. You're going to get a receiver that's one of the most electric in the National Football League. This receiving core could use a boost, no doubt about it. And adding a guy like Odell Beckham doesn't just make the Giants better. It makes Daniel Jones better. It makes Saquon Barkley better. It makes this offensive line better. You can't have defenses play so close to the line of scrimmage. So I think adding a guy like Odell Beckham makes everybody on this team Giants better. And look, you're one game out of the lead in the NFC. You sign Odell Beckham, it could get pretty interesting. Shout out to my guy, Lucene Gordon. Will they finally stop ignoring the holding calls on Kayvon, and will they let Danny dime? It is wild to me that Kayvon Thibodeaux consistently gets held. He gets held. That's the way I should say it. He gets held all the time. They don't call it. He's just got to fight through it. A lot of people get held. I think Kayvon's been fine this year. I know he only has 1 sack. I think that MCL sprain early in the season or preseason, that really set him back a little bit. It's hard to come back from knee injuries like that. I bet he's still not 100%. But I'm happy with what I've seen from Thibodeaux. And then should they let Danny dime? Play to your strengths. And your strengths right now are dominating the line of scrimmage, running the football, and passing, honestly, when you need to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I wish they would throw it a little bit more, but 7-2. Can't really complain too much. I'd like to see him throw it more, though. No doubt about it. NLB Gaming, do you think OBJ is coming home? I think the Giants are a top 3 finalist. I think it's going to be between the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Bills. Those are my 3 teams that would that I think have the biggest chances to go out and sign Odell Beckham Jr. I don't really think the Cowboys make all that much sense. They ain't winning shit. I mean, that Cowboys team is not winning a Super Bowl. And that's what he wants. He wants to play for a contender. The Bills, pains me to say this, I think make a lot of sense. Go be the number 2 over there, number 3 with Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, play with a great quarterback, play with a great team. His best friend and Von Miller's over there. I think if he doesn't sign with the Giants, it'll be the Bills. But I think the Giants have a great chance to land OBJ. What about this, though? Do you want the Giants to sign OBJ? Do you want to see him back? Because I've read the comments, and not a lot of people, let me rephrase that. There are some people that don't want him back. So I want to know right now, everybody watching, do you want the Giants to sign Odell Beckham? Type OBJ for yes. Type no BJ for no. OBJ for yes. No BJ for no. Sound off in the comment section right now. Mark P says, when we get Daniel, Evan, Neal, and X back. So Xavier McKinney has to miss at the minimum 4 games. He's already missed 1, so it's going to be at least another 3 games. Daniel Bellinger said he's still having double vision, so I think we're still a couple weeks away from Bellinger. I think Evan Neal makes his return against the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I think that's the date that the Giants have circled. I think it's the date that Evan Neal has circled. Started to get on the practice field this week, was a limited participant. I wouldn't even play him this week against the Lions. I would hold him out 1 more week, get him ready for Thursday. That's my best kind of assumption of those injuries. Mark P, appreciate you for being a real one. Sam NYG, do the Giants regret trading Kadarius Toney? I don't think so. And no. It's never a talent thing with Kadarius Toney. And I'm kind of tired of talking about him, but I don't ever think it was a talent thing. I think there was some sort of something going on. I don't know if he didn't mesh with Dable. I don't know if he didn't mesh with Joe Shane. Tell you this much. A lot of you guys called me an idiot. But when I said he skipped voluntary workouts, he skipped voluntary minicamp, he skipped voluntary OTAs, I made a big deal of it. You guys told me, nah, it ain't a big deal. Brand new, you're going to a place. Imagine going to a new job. You got a brand new CEO, a brand new CFO, and you don't show up on day 1. Sure, that pissed him off. A person that has been playing well with Kadarius Toney out is Darius Slayton. The guy has he's averaging 70-yard receptions in the past 3 games, and he has 2 scores in those 3 games. Let's show him some love. Let's show some love to the guy that's on this team and playing really, really well. I wrote him off. I'll admit it. I was wrong, and I'm happy I'm wrong. He's playing really good right now. Show our guy Darius Slayton some love. Type 86 in the comments section. Also, get hooked up with our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Make sure you use the promo code chat125 so they can hook you up with a 125% deposit bonus. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, promo code chat125, they're literally going to give you $125 for free if you put $100 into your account. Take advantage of the deal. It ain't going to last forever. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code chat125. Shout out to BetUS. M. Dillinger, my guy, good to see you. Says, I think OBJ will be a good addition and play hard. He has a huge chip on his shoulder and a lot to provide. Plus, we can do more with him and not have Saquon to get back. 100% agree, M. Dillinger. 100% agree. 100% agree. I think Odell Beckham takes his team kind of over the top, if I'm going to be honest. Everything you need is Odell Beckham. Is he going to get back to being that guy? TBD, right? 30 years old, coming off his second ACL tear. If you can get anything close to what the Rams had last year in OBJ, the Giants will be one of the most feared teams in the playoffs. Teams aren't going to want to play that because they got a great defense, they got a great running game, and then they would have a receiver on the outside that can take the ball and score anytime he touches it. M. Dillinger, appreciate the $20 super chat. I 100% agree. He helps Saquon. He helps Daniel Jones. I hope he comes home. Pierre, will Dable play Galloway? Probably not Galloway. Maybe Kenny Golladay, though. Maybe Kenny Golladay. Has a hamstring injury. He was a limited participant in practice on Wednesday. I don't really care if he plays anymore. I tried to talk myself into it. I tried to show him some love, but the guy can't catch. If you can't catch as a receiver, you're not going to play in the NFL. Timothy, what up, T? Will the Giants win 8 more games to finish the season? No. Giants are not going 15-2. I'd love that. I'd love that for the Giants. No doubt about it, but no, I don't see the Giants winning the rest of their games. I got the Giants finishing at either 12-5 or 11-6. 12-5 would be my guess. I'll go 12-5. Charlie C. #Giants. Shout out to Charlie C. Can you see a scenario where we go deep into the playoffs without signing OBJ? I could see it. I think there's definitely a chance for this team to make some noise in the playoffs. They do what you got to do to win playoff football. Good on third down. They win the turnover battle. They're a good defense, a really good red zone defense. And they're a timely offense, and they're one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL. Can they get to the Super Bowl? Probably. Anything can happen in the playoffs. Us Giants fans should know that. Tyler Hathaway, what up? How many snaps do you think Breida would give, given the fact that Saquon had 35 carries less? I think it's a good point, the last part you bring up. Right after the Lions game, you play the Cowboys in 5 days. You don't like to think like that, but you should. And I think that's a great point that you bring up, Tyler. I don't want to see Saquon get the ball more than 25 times on Sunday. I'd give Breida some snaps. I'd give Brightwell some snaps. You want to have the guy fresh for Thanksgiving. So I think it's a great point. How many? Can I get 7 carries from Breida and 4 or 5 from Brightwell? I think that'd be pretty cool. Last question. Johnny Eyeballs, if they were to sign Odell, what do you think the contract would look like? I think it'd be a 2-year deal. The first year would be heavy incentive deal. And then I think the second year, I don't know what the price would be, but I think the Giants have the best chance to sign him if they give him a 2-year deal. It's hard to talk about the numbers because I don't know when he's going to play. You know what I'm saying? Like if he comes back week 15, plays 15, 16, 17, and 18, how much do you pay a guy for playing 4 regular season games? Kind of hard to think about that. Good question, though, Johnny. I think he signs for the vet minimum this year with a lot of incentives. I do want to give a shout out to our Week 10 MVPs, my guy Crim's dad, and then James C. James C. is pictured rocking the OBJ jersey. These guys were our 2 Super Chat MVPs during the watch party against the Houston Texans, so I want to give them a shout out. End it here. We'll end it here. And you just end it after that. Predict the score. Predict the score in the comments. Yeah. I folded on that. I folded. M. Dillinger came through with a $20 super chat. I'm going to take 2 shots, and Seeps is going to take 2 for my guy M. Dillinger. The $50 super chat to slap Tom Downey is still on the table. Tom Downey is our Cowboys fan here in the office, and he told me that Giants fans are soft and they wouldn't do it. I want to smack the living piss out of this guy. So, $50 super chat, and we get to slap Tom Downey, and that would get us to $100 in super chats, meaning I would wear the hard hat for the mailbag, and Seeps, our Vikings fan, has to wear our lion mask. We get a $50 super chat. Seeps put on the lion mask. The big moo, we did. We just put out a video. We put out the video we did a couple of minutes ago. Our injury news and preview. We put that out. We wanted to get that out as soon as possible. I'll take one more for my guy M. Dillinger, then Seeps is going to take 2. Let's roll.
And also know all these Giants fans will be pulling for the Vikes this weekend pretty hard.
Giants fans will be rooting for the Vikings to beat the Cowboys. Skol. Skol. F the Cowboys, no doubt about it. Yeah.
Also, Charlie, see what happens when you use hashtag Giants? Question gets on the show.
I just told CPJ that you told him be ready to party.
Be there.
He said he would be.
Cheers to M. Dillinger.
M. Dillinger, let's go. We are all rooting for the Vikings this week to beat the Cowboys. Who do the Eagles play? Come on, Matt Ryan. Jeff Sunday is what I'm calling him now. Jeff Sunday. Cowboys play the Colts? No, I thought the Cowboys play the Vikings. Yeah. Thix is in the chat. What up, Thix? My guy Thix, a part of the Hard Hat Hall of Fame. Shout to my guy Thix. Remember, guys, we are a $50 super chat away from me slapping our Cowboys fan on air. I want to do it bad. Someone come through. Someone come through. We'll do a 1-minute shot clock, and then we'll do the second mailbag. 1-minute shot clock, and then we'll do the second mailbag.
Get those questions in there if you haven't already. Get those questions in there.
If you haven't yet, get a question in there. If your question didn't get answered the first time, ask it again. Use hashtag Giants. And remember, all super chats are guaranteed to get on the show. Let's see. Are we going to get the 50-piece? $50 super chat. Slap Tom Downey across the face, our Cowboys host here. I hate him. And he's kind of my boss, and I love to slap the shit out of my boss. I know you guys would like to slap your boss. If you guys want hot singles, they're in the chat right now. All right. The 1-minute shot clock's up. I guess I'm not getting to slap Tom Downey. It's kind of upsetting, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to dwell on it. I would have loved to do it. Always next time. Unless someone comes in, $50 super chat. You never know. You never know. You never know. $50 super chat. Slap Tom Downey across the face.
Great questions from Jason and Mark. Those will be answered.
Jason with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you, Jason. 50! Bang! Bang!
Come on, Tom.
Ahmad Noble! Get Downey in here! Let's go! Let's go! I'm slapping the shit out of Downey. Get his ass in here, that fraud. Get his ass in here. He's a fraud. Oh. 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 Go! Let's go. Mark, I am going to try to make him bleed. He tried to leave. He's scared. I'm just getting word from my producer that every $50 super chat is a slap. Oh! Ahmad Noble.
Attaboy.
I think what sold him is I said that you're kind of my boss and I want to slap the shit out of my boss. All right.
Oh, you've learned from
Wait,
Jeremy.
should I not? Is that messed up?
I don't know.
I don't give a shit.
haven't had the full
Here we
version
go.
before.
Everybody type F Tom in the chat. F Tom in the chat. Charlie C, you didn't miss the slap.
Whoa. Did you watch Kadarius Toney play this week?
I did. All right.
How about Kenny Golladay?
F Tom, here we go. Nathaniel, Melinda, Jack, Cody, Baldy, Jason, Nathaniel. Shout out to Ahmad. Here we go. Tom, I know you have a kid and a family. I don't give a shit.
Broke it clean off.
Thank you, Tom, being a good sport. It's still F Dallas. Go Vikes. Go Vikes. Skull. 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 Yeah, if we get another one, I'll do it again. It's got to be now, is what he's saying. He says he has some videos to film. That was trash. I just broke the tortilla. I slapped him so hard. That was not weak. The big move, that was weak? Rate the slap. Rate the slap 1 to 10. Rate the slap 1 to 10. I think that was a solid 8. Terry says very weak. Wow, did I fuck up? Did I not do it hard enough? -3. Wow. Wow. I think I need a redo. We're going to need another $50 super chat to do it. I thought I got him. I mean, the fucking tortilla broke. No fold? Crim's dad, was it that bad? I'm about to go look. I don't think it was that bad. I think you guys are just giving me a hard time.
We're going to hop in the replay booth, go over some film. We're going to get back to you guys. Charlie C, though, my man, is saying weak. Crim's dad saying sad. Skylar saying 0 out of 10. The Big Moose said it was our tortilla, bro, like hitting him with a piece of bread. Nathaniel saying weak. Marsh, they're on you right now.
I need someone to send in another. Cha sends in a $2 super chat. Cha, I need a redo, Cha. I need a redo, Cha.
He said he's testing.
He's testing, which makes me think of 50 pieces coming.
Dono baiting.
Don't dono bait me, Cha. Crim's dad said you owe him with $49.99 in interest.
Oh, my God.
All right. I need someone to step up. I feel bad. I feel like I let you guys down, and that hurts my heart. That freaking hurts my heart.
Dang.
Cha, it worked. The $2 worked. Oh, my gosh. M. Dillinger says open hand slap, and he'll send in 100. Get him in here. Get him in here before he starts filming. I'll see if he agrees. I'll see if he agrees. Let me see if Tom agrees. He did say we could do another slap for 50 with the tortilla. I think he'd be down for an open hand 100. All right, they're saying he's down. $100 super chat, and I get to slap him with my open hand. How about that? $100 super chat, I'll slap him open-handed. Crim's dad, you said you'd do it. I'm going back to the replay. Huh?
We got to look at the film.
I'm going to the film.
Ooh.
Oh, I did kind of miss. I'm not going to lie. I kind of missed. That was fucking weak. That was weak. I'm so disappointed.
Wait.
Whoa. M. Dillinger's counting down. What are you counting down from? Wait. What are you counting down from? I kind of missed. No cap. Wow. Crim's dad. All right. It's official. If we get $100 super chat, I get to open hand slap him. Another 50 piece, we do a tortilla. Individual says the beard's looking nice. I appreciate that. Oh! M. Dillinger!
No! Boom!
Bang! M. Dillinger with $100 super chat said, make sure it's hard, bro. Pause, but I will. All right.
W's in the chat.
All right, he is filming a quick video. So let me clean up this tortilla mess. Is there a trash can over there, Seeps?
Yes.
I'm also going to do some shots for my guy M. Dillinger. Clean up some of this tortilla. I won't be needing it anymore. He did say every 50, though, we could slap him. So, technically, the slaps could keep coming. M. Dillinger. A goat. And M. Dillinger is going on the hard hat.
Oh, yeah, you do, Dillinger.
M. Dillinger on the hard hat.
I do owe the line. God damn it. That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, Seeps. Put it on, Seeps. Put it on, Seeps.
All right.
M. Dillinger. I'm going to put MD. MD for my guy M. Dillinger. Let's go.
That's not all right. What's up, fellas? Oh, I could definitely produce in there. Oh, Charlie, it's okay. It's okay.
Shout out to M. Dillinger. $100 super chat.
It's getting electric here.
ESMZ, what up, Brody? I think M. Dillinger is going to get the first one on the other side. No, I'm going to go right here. I'm going right here for M. Dillinger.
Baldy, I can actually see a little bit. I'm not going to lie. You can, right here, the eye holes.
M. Dillinger, right there. Right there. There you are, brother. Officially a part of the Hard Hat Ring of Honor. And I'm wearing this for the mailbag. M. Dillinger says, yo, Ahmad Noble said he'll match it if you do a combo. What is that? What do you mean by that? Like, doom? Or is it a... Which one? What does he mean? What's a combo? Left and right? If someone sends in another $100 super chat, I'll slap Tom Downey twice.
2 times.
Cha with the 50. about to slap the shit out of Downey so hard. Trace, I need another tortilla if you can.
I'll go get you a tortilla.
All right. Ahmad, if you send in 100, I'll slap Tom Downey right, left, and then come back with the tortilla to finish him off.
Ooh.
You look good in that, dude.
Yeah, I think.
How does Seeps look in the lion mask?
Scale it 1 to 10.
Cha, a fucking goat.
Yeah,
Shout out to Cha. Shout out to M. Dillinger. Shout out to Ahmad. If we get another $100 super chat.
See, you guys are hating on the tortilla right now. Marsh just didn't do it right.
What's the best way to do it, Trace? Do you fold it? Because I kind of missed last time.
So,
Can I get a practice on you?
I mean, fuck it. Can I? If somebody sends $20 right now, you can, or $5.
Like, where are you aiming for? I'm not going to do it.
I would go. So you don't want to go. You don't want to hand him because then you're full on gonna.
Oh my God! Ahmad Noble, a $200 super chat. Bang! Oh, 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 let's go! Holy shit!
Chris Rock is dumbass.
Oh my Lanta!
Disregard what I said. Go full hand. Disregard what I said.
So I owe him one. That's an open hand slap. That's an open hand slap. And that, and that is a we owe Tom. We're going to have to negotiate with Tom in here. I am going to say this, though. Ahmad Noble, you get 2 stickers on the helmet. What do you want to put on there? Can you grab me the Murbanga? Can you grab me the Murbanga? Wow. Ahmad, I've usually put initials on the stickers on the hard hat. Let me know. Well, he's got 2 open, potentially 3 open hand slaps and a tortilla slap. Ahmad Noble, he says, J money sign on the hat. Bet. Ahmad Noble with a $200 super chat. Holy shit. Holy shit. All right. J money sign on the helmet. I don't know. Let me get J money sign on the helmet. I can't believe this happened. Ahmad, thank you, brother. Thank you. I can't wait to slap the shit out of Tom. I can't wait. I have to really slap him now. I was bleeding from my hand last night, so it's kind of still sore. Do you remember that? I was bleeding last night. I cut myself. Very good. I wore it all night. I wore it until this morning. For the $200 super chat, this is where I'm putting it. The first one on the other side and at the front. Jason says we need to do this on Thanksgiving for the turkey. M. Dillinger, we talked about the injuries earlier in the show today. The video is now on the channel, so you can also go watch it on the channel. Evan Neal practiced today. Kayvon Thibodeaux did not. My guy Ahmad is the first one on the other side. Wow. Seeps. This got out of hand quick. This got out. They love me slapping.
Well, you're going to have to actually hit him now.
Oh, I got to hit the shit out.
You got to smack him.
Like hard.
Probably.
Like, I really am going to have to hit him hard.
Yeah.
I am going to do this. for all the donations today, we call this the Merbonga. I'll go, give me 7 seconds.
I'll count it
7
down.
seconds for the real ones.
Here we go.
Brian says, what does it cost for a black eye? I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
Here we go. Count me down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That was a heavy pour.
That was a very heavy pour, Marsh.
This one's for y'all. For Ahmad, Cha, M. Dillinger, Ahmad. I can't believe this.
I can't believe Ahmad did it. Ahmad, we appreciate it more than you
Dad
know.
said Giants Fight Club.
It's what it's turning into.
Here we go.
Here we go as Marsh takes it down. Ahmad, we really appreciate it, my guy. Marsh taking down 7 seconds of fire. That I can taste it. That is nasty. That is nasty. Ugh. Shake it off. Shake it off. It's all mindset.
It's all a mindset. It's all a mindset. We're going to literally have to beat the shit out of Tom.
He's going to need to get hit. He's going to have to. For the people.
All right. He's getting close, I think. He has to be.
It has to be.
Go see where he's at.
All right.
I did get some new follows on Twitter. Toxic Johnny just gave you a follow back. Wow. Wow. Cha just asked $1,000 for a knockout. Tom has to be on air, so I can't just knock the dude out. I'm not going to lie, though. Like, 1 second. That drink I just had is an immediate drunk. The fact that the helmet, I already know by the end of the season, the helmet's going to be full of stickers. Kind of does. It does. Wow. I'm pretty freaking drunk after that, not going to lie. The helmet looks so good, though. Like, we filled up a whole side. A whole side. And now we're starting at the front with my guy, Ahmad Noble. Nick's Galaxy says, make him use the shotgun. As in, I slap him with the shotgun? That's assault with a deadly weapon. That's assault with a deadly weapon. So, I think we still got to wait. They got to be getting close, right? M. Dillinger says, I'll match the 1,000 if you knock him out. I just can't do that to Downey. He has a kid. He has a wife. More importantly, he's got to be on air. Slap him with the helmet? Y'all are trying to get me to kill him. I'll go to prison. He's my boss. Gotta get a raise at some point. It's already 6 o'clock. Fuck. What do you like Mendocino Farms? Have you had it? I think I don't know. Just think we just go scoop some food. Be down. Be down. All right, they got to be getting close. They got to be getting close. I know we're delaying, but it's because Tom is not in here yet. Josh says Giants chat live from state prison. Make sure you guys do have your questions in. Excuse me, I needed that burp bad. For the mailbag. Use hashtag Giants or Super Chat to get on the show. Hashtag Giants or Super Chat to get on the show. Any questions you got? How are we looking on questions? He said we could use a couple more. Ask some crazy questions. Ask anything you want.
Ask some questions. We got a lot of OBJ in there.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
don't need any more OBJ. We know that he's probably signing with us, the Bills, or the Cowboys.
Be like, Marsh, what are your thoughts on Julian Love? #Giants.
Marsh, who do you think the Giants, what position do you think the Giants should select in the draft? Marsh, who's your number one free agent target in the NFL?
Great question.
Marsh, who should the Giants re-sign first? Dexter Lawrence or Andrew Thomas?
Great question. Is this a trap game? Use
That's a good question,
Giants,
Cha. #Giants that piece. Marsh, what is the Giants' final record going to be? Something like that. Oh, man. He's got to be in here soon. I'm antsy. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think the open hand slap was going to come through. And I damn sure didn't think that someone would send in 200 for the slap. I think it's got to be 3 slaps. Or maybe it's just a backhand. Is he filming the longest video ever? What is this, a 7-round mock draft? Oh my gosh. Well, come here. So, I was told that you would...
4 slaps?
I was told an open hand slap was available for 100.
Okay.
And then they said, what about a 2-piece? And I said 200. And they answered the bell. What I think we do,
Okay.
well, you decide.
Down for whatever. Are you a little drunk, by the way?
Yeah, I just did 7 shots of seconds in there. I owe them. We filled up the whole side.
Attaboy. You'll love to see it.
And Ahmad got prime real estate with that $200
That's
super
fair,
chat.
that's fair. Put in 250 today. Attaboy, Ahmad. Thank you.
Ahmad is supporting the channel. I think this is it, Tom. First, it's a tortilla slap for Cha.
Okay. Sold.
And then I just think it's a
Slap across the face.
Good
Backhand.
forward backhand, then we're done. I think that's fair.
I mean, how about a couple tortilla slaps?
I'm also cool with that.
So how about we have 200, a 50 piece, and 100. So
How much is that?
that's math, dude. I think you can do the math. All right.
We couldn't figure out 80 divided by 50 earlier.
We're doing 80 divided by 50. Why are we doing that math?
No, 80 divided by 5. We had 4 guesses. We didn't get it right. It was.
Girls are gonna laugh. All right. Tortilla slap for Cha. 2 tortilla slaps for M.
Dillinger.
Bellinger. Ahmad does slap, backhand. So 3 slaps, 3 tortilla slaps. How about that?
Okay, so 2 tortilla slaps,
3 tortilla slaps.
3 tortilla slaps, and I think then it's just that's fair.
3 slaps normally.
Okay.
Fine. I ain't soft.
They called me out bad on the last one. They said it was way too
You
soft.
can do better.
I did. I watched the replay. I totally missed.
You can do better.
All right. Here's the first one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Soft. Soft.
That one felt good.
That was soft.
That one felt good. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
That's better.
That was better.
Still soft.
That was better.
You can hit me, Marshall. It's okay.
All right. Here we go.
Sign the waiver.
He signed a waiver.
Clear.
All right. This is the last tortilla. I got to do good.
That's better.
That was good. That was good.
That was good crisp contact. Good crisp contact. All right. Let's do some open hand slaps then.
This is so wrong.
This is fine. I signed the waiver.
All right. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That was kind of soft.
That really wasn't even a slap.
That wasn't. I have too much respect for this
Got me
man.
Here. You got me here.
I have too much respect for this man.
Steven, do you need to step up here and slap me?
Seeps, get here. Seeps, come up here. Seeps,
Step up here.
Seeps slaps him one more time, and then I finish with the best one of the day.
Slap like Kenny Golladay catches.
That would be not good.
Exactly.
That would be, they're saying love tap.
The last one was a bit of a love tap.
All right. All right, that one didn't count.
Right.
So I'm doing one, Seeps is doing one, and then I'm doing one. All right. I'm so nervous. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
That's good. That's a good one. There you go. That's a better one.
That one was good. Seeps, get up here. He is a Vikings fan, so we're getting ready for Sunday. Yeah, Seeps gets a tortilla. Seeps gets a tortilla. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Hold on.
It really is Kenny Golladay.
Oh, my. That didn't count.
It does.
3, 2, 1.
You kind of missed again. Hit me in the neck.
Hey, you didn't feel that one?
Come on, not that hard.
All right, I'm going to close it out. I'm closing it out with one good one. All right, pump me up. Pump me up.
You guys clean up for me. It's soft.
Yes, we're cleaning up. This one's going to be good, Tom.
You got it.
This one is for a mod. This is for a mod. All right, here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
There we go. That's a good one. There we go. That's a good one to end on.
That was a good one. Tom, thank you for being a great sport. That last one was good. That last one was good. They did say, another question was, if I send in 1,000, will you give him a black eye? I said, the guy's got to be on air. No black eyes. Wow.
Funny though.
All right, we do have a mailbag. I will clean up. Do not do that. I will clean up. Okay.
Do one more slap. They don't seem very happy.
They don't seem happy.
Yeah. You can do one more.
Oh, my God.
The tortilla slaps are super soft. So.
One more. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
There we go. There we go. That's good.
Get out of here.
Better slap. There we go.
That last one was good. That last one was good. The last two were freaking good. It's hard. There's pressure. You don't want to just, I mean, there's 124 people watching at this point. You don't just want to fuck him in the face. You don't want to face fuck him. Let's talk some Giants. Let's talk some Giants. Rate the last slap. Rate the last slap, 1 to 10. I think that was an 8. We literally just beat the shit out of this man. He's got a wife and a kid. Hey, Coop, come look at these numbers now, pussy. How are these numbers looking? Oh. Coop's a Cowboys fan. He doesn't know what success is, so I understand. Yeah, probably same record as the Mavs. I think it is. No. We do have a player that you miss a lot. Here we go. Use hashtag Giants or Super Chat. My hand literally hurts because I cut my hand yesterday. Yeah, we're only $460 in soups in. Producer Jack will be here Sunday. We've got a great show planned for you guys. Take a picture of that face. It won't look like that on Sunday. And Tom gave us extra slaps, too. He did good. We did good. All right, let's do it. Let's get into a mailbag right now. Welcome into Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. We're about to get into a mailbag where we answer questions from subscribers. So if you're a subscriber, I want you to go down in the comment section and type me so I know who the real ones are. If you're not subscribed, change it. Go down right now, hit that big red button, and sub for Giants Dubs. Torian Morris coming in with the first question. Will the Giants cut Kenny Golladay by the end of the season? I don't think they cut him this season. I think that they will cut him in the offseason. I do think the Giants will cut Kenny Golladay this offseason. Too much money. You can get some of that money back by cutting him. It just didn't work out. It just didn't work out, which sucks because I thought it was. At the time, I thought it was a good signing. I think a lot of people did. I think everybody thought it was a good signing. Ahmad, I'm dead. But yeah, Torian, I would say no to him being cut before the season. By the end of the season, in the offseason, I do think he will be cut. Marcos Alvarez, I think Joe Shane will make a blockbuster trade for a wide receiver like DK Metcalf or Debo this offseason. Marcos, I kind of agree. I think if the Giants get into the offseason and it's clear that they need another wide receiver, which honestly it is at this moment, let's say they don't sign Odell Beckham Jr., I do think they could make a trade for a wide receiver. Go back and look at what the Buffalo Bills did when Joe Shane was the assistant general manager there under Brandon Beane. What did they do? They got their young quarterback in Josh Allen, a young star wide receiver in Stephon Diggs. Could that be Debo? Could that be DK? I don't know. I think both of those receivers are kind of locked into the spots they're at. But I do think there is an opportunity for the Giants to make a move for a receiver this year. We've seen the GM do this before as an assistant GM in Buffalo. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to recreate that magic with the New York Football Giants. Austin B., are the Giants giving Saquon Barkley too many carries? I think last week was a little too many. And I don't want to complain too much because the Giants did win the football game. But I think 35 carries is a little much for a running back, especially when you're considering signing him to a long-term extension. I mean, on the year, he's got almost 200 carries. He's producing. He almost has 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, Barkley's been great so far this year. But I do think that you could say that he might be getting a little too carries. Look, you're not supposed to touch the ball 35 times in a game. Only quarterbacks are supposed to do that. So I think Breida and Brightwell should get carries this week. They're both decent running backs that can make some moves and make some happen if they get the ball in the backfield. We saw Breida pop off some big runs this year, had that great catch. I think it was against the Ravens on that wheel route. We saw Brightwell play really good in the preseason. I would not be mad if those guys got more carries. I don't really like my running back that I'm about to pay a lot of money in free agency to get 35 carries in a game. Seems like a little bit much. I'll ask you, though. I mean, you guys are smarter than me, so I want to hear what you got to say. Are the Giants giving Saquon Barkley too many carries? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I want to hear from the real ones down in the comment section. I also want to tell you about our proud sponsor, Established Titles. Get hooked up. EstablishedTitles.com/chat. Take advantage of the deal they got. Save an extra 10% off of already the 80% that they're offering. Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. It is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lords or ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land with a unique plot number on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with a crest. We plant a tree with every order and work with global charities, One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future, to support global reforestation efforts. You can officially include the title, Lord or Lady, on your credit card, plane ticket, dating profile, etc. It makes a great last-minute gift. And the first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes of walking distance. Depending on how many of you want to become a lord or a lady, we can build our own little Giants Now Real One Kingdom. It makes an amazing last-minute gift, and Established Titles is actually running a massive early Black Friday sale right now with discounts up to 80% off. Plus, if you use the code CHAT, you get an additional 10% off. Go to EstablishedTitles.com/chat to get your gifts now and help support the channel. Grab a plot of Scottish land next to Lord Marshy. EstablishedTitles.com/chat. Take advantage of the deal. Look, the holidays are here. I'm kind of a procrastinator, so if you're like me, you like to put stuff off until the end, take advantage of Established Titles. They're hooking you guys up. Go to EstablishedTitles.com/chat. O'Brien Lambert, do you think the Giants will beat the Cowgirls and the Eagles? I'm hoping that in the 3 games coming up against the Cowboys, you got the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, you got the Eagles 2 more times. Can they win 2 of those games? That would be a success. Can you win 1 of those games? I still think that's a success. As long as you don't get swept by those teams. You can't go 0-3 when you play the Eagles 2 more times and the Cowboys, 1 more time. Win 1 of those games, you're in good position. Win 2 of those games, you're going to be competing for the first seed in the NFC East and potentially, Giants fans, looking at a bye. You win 2 out of those 3 games, this team's going to be in the driver's seat to be the first seed in the NFC. Baldy Bulk, do you think the Giants trade Danny Dimes for a better draft pick? No. Or sign them for pennies? I don't think you're going to get Daniel Jones for that cheap of a deal. Can you sign him to a 2-year deal for $40 million? 3 years for 60. I don't think he's taking anything less than $20 million. No, no way the Giants trade Daniel Jones. I do think, though, that they do re-sign him. Ronnie 3K, will Daniel Jones be on the Giants next year? I do, and I think that kind of goes with the question before. I do think that Daniel Jones will be on the Giants next year. At minimum, they're going to sign him to a 1-year deal, or they'll sign him to a 2-year deal, or maybe even they franchise tag him, because you're not going to get a player at pick number 20, whatever the Giants pick in the NFL draft, that's going to be ready to come in and start right away. Maybe you look to make a trade for a quarterback. Maybe you look to sign a cornerback. But I think the most logical outcome is you sign Daniel Jones to at least a 1-year or 2-year extension, continue to build around him, and see what you can get if you have a good receiver. You have a better offensive line. Like, I still don't think we've gotten a true evaluation of Daniel Jones. I want to see him with a number 1 receiver on the outside that demands a double team. Until then, I don't know if we've gotten a true look at what Daniel Jones can be. So I'll ask you, should the Giants re-sign Daniel Jones? You decide. Type R for re-sign, type P for pass, as in you let him walk in free agency. If you were Joe Schoen, what would you do with Daniel Jones? R for re-sign, P for pass. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Mark P, I think it's possible we have defensive lineman or DL. Dexter Lawrence. Okay, Dexter Lawrence, Andrew Thomas, Adoree Jackson, and Saquon in the Pro Bowl, even though I want us in the Super Bowl. I think that's 100% possible. I think Dexter Lawrence and Andrew Thomas are playing like all pros. I even think you can make an argument that Adoree Jackson is playing like an all-pro. And same with Saquon Barkley. This could be the first time in a long time that the Giants have multiple all-pros. I think all of those guys will be Pro Bowlers, but I have no intentions of playing in the Pro Bowl. You know why? Because that's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. Screwed world. Who do you think the Giants should target in free agency? I would go after some wide receivers. I haven't gotten a great look at the list. Let me see if I can pull something up real quick. I think the areas of need for the New York Giants going into free agency will be wide receivers and cornerbacks. That's what I would look at. Some of the top free agents outside of quarterbacks, Jamel Dean, the cornerback for the Tampa Bay Bucks, he's pretty good. Jacoby Myers is one of the top. This isn't an elite free agency class. So, and I think we've seen that, the Giants aren't going to look to spend too much money in NFL free agency. That's kind of what Joe Schoen said in his press conference. Some wide receivers, Nelson Aguilar, you got Sterling Shepard, DJ Chark, Randall Cobb, Marvin Jones, Julio Jones, Alan Lazard. I'd be cool with Lazard, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jarvis Landry. Not that many elite wide receivers. There's been some talk of Marcus Peters in free agency as a cornerback. I think the Giants are going to continue to stick to the script, of drafting and making timely trades. Stephen Arce, could Saquon win MVP and Offensive Player of the Year? The only reason I don't think he'll win MVP is because it's a quarterback award at this point. I know some people will say, what about Lawrence Taylor? He won it. In the 2000s, and especially since 2010, I think the last non-running back to win the MVP was Adrian Peterson. And what year was that? 2012 was the last year a non-quarterback won the MVP. And he was 9 yards off the all-time rushing record. So I think it's going to be tough for Saquon to be MVP, but I do think he has a shot, to be the Offensive Player of the Year. They like to give that to position players, so I could see that for sure. Last question coming in from my guy Anthony. What will the Giants' final record be? Great question. Let's do the exercise. Giants 2023 or 2022 schedule. You got the Cowboys coming up in a week. You got the Lions this week. Let's do this. I think they beat the Lions. I don't know what happens against the Cowboys. You still got to play Washington twice. You still got to play the Eagles twice, and you got the Vikings and the Colts. The for sure wins need to be at least one win versus Washington. You need to beat the Lions, and you need to beat the Colts. That gets you to 10 wins. And then if you could just split between the two Eagles games, the Vikings game and the Cowboys game, if you can split those, go 2-2, you're sitting at 12-5. I think it's possible the Giants could win 12 games this year, guys. But I want to hear from you. Predict the Giants' record down below in the comments section. What is the record the Giants will finish with this year? Sound off in the comment section down below. And I do want to give a big shout out to our Week 10 MVP, my guy Crim's dad. He's in the chat right now. Shout out to you. He was the MVP of the live show, and he gifted it to James C., who was the second MVP. James C. is my guy on screen hitting the pose in the OBJ jersey. I also want to show some love to M. Dillinger, Ahmad Noble, and Cha. You guys are awesome. Supporting the channel like that is incredible. Helps me out a lot at my job. So thank you guys. This is a career for me. I'm not just some side hustle YouTuber. This is my career. I go to work Monday through Friday, and I work Sundays. Get you guys content every day. So when you guys support, it makes me feel like I'm doing something good. Thank you goes a long way to helping me and the channel out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you made it this far in the video, I want to let me know. Let me know if you made it this far in the video. Because only the real ones watch till the end. Only the real ones watch till the end. Go down in the comments section and type real one so I know who's the real one. Yes, sir. Shout out to Darren, Jason, ESMZ, Steven, O'Brien, Lambert. Some other questions I see. Jason says, what do you think DJ record would be both passing and rushing by the end of the year? I don't think so. I don't think it'll be close to Hurts or Jackson. Maybe the same amount of passing yards as Hurts. M. Dillinger, how strongly do you think our zone defense has been lately? We've given a lot of teams that can pass. Texans lackluster. I think we've been fine. Cal Walker, Marshy, what has been your favorite moment from the season so far? Week 1 against the Titans, beating the Packers and beating the Ravens are my biggest moments so far this year. ESMZ, hear me out. Do we take the cheapest free agent wide receiver that no one's heard of, or we wait till the draft? I think we're going to wait till the draft. I do think we'll sign some receivers in free agency, but I think the draft is the most likely outcome. What a show today. What a show. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Thank you for all the super chats. I mean, honestly, sometimes this stuff makes me speechless at times. So thank you. We are going to sign off. We will be live for the Knicks game tonight. If you're a Knicks fan, check out Knicks Now by Chat Sports. We'll be live for the Knicks versus Nuggets tonight. Late tip-off. Would love to see some Giants family over there. Knicks Now by Chat Sports. Just like we do watch parties on Sundays, we do watch parties for NBA games. So give us a follow right there. Look at Seeps making magic happen. YouTube.com/KnicksTV. Once again, shout out to Ahmad, Cha, M. Dillinger. You guys are freaking awesome, man. You guys are freaking awesome. Mike Francis says 12-5. All righty. We're going to sign off. Peace, love, blessings. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday. Giants, Lions. Be there.